reputed organization by profession. Now she is an homemaker and young mother, and our immediate past VP education and reachable person for any clarification and feedback related to Toastmasters Club. Let's welcome our president of Ambattur Achievers Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Tamilarasi, with big round of applause.
Thank you so much, SA, for wonderful introduction. First of all, I'm sorry for bad throat today, due to a small throat infection. Please forgive me, all the guests and Toastmasters. A very good morning to all Toastmasters of Ambattur Achievers Toastmasters Club, the guests and beloved degrees today. Very happy to all. First, let's welcome two guests who have turned for the meeting today. Can we have guest Karthikeyan with us? Good morning, sir. A small introduction about you, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning,
Karthikeyan, sir. Can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, all. Myself, Karthikeyan. I work for an NGO called Aided Action as a senior program officer, and I am basically from Ambattur. I have done my master's in social work. That's it from my end.
Yeah, sir. Thank you for joining us today in our meeting. Sir. Please enjoy the meeting till. We have guest known money.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, all.
Yes.
I'm doing my master's in final year.
Good morning.
With a specialization of machine learning. Now I'm in Ambattur. Ambattur is my place, and I'm doing master's in Trivandrum.
Good morning, ma'am. Thanks for joining today. Please enjoy the meeting till then. And we have, I'm really waiting for area to join the meeting. Once he joins, let's welcome him also. And we have a very special person today with us who is going to be giving educational session. She is the District Director of District 82 for the term 2008 to 2019. I very humbly welcome DT Suganti Periyasamy ma'am to our club. Welcome, ma'am. Few words from you.
My God, thank you very much. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I'm really thrilled to be with all of you on a Sunday morning. Thank you very much, and I'm sure we'll get to speak more during the course of the meeting. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Just a minute, let me check if the area director has joined. He's yet to join, and we have our new member also with us today for the meeting. I'm very happy to welcome our new member to the club, Toastmaster Vinayagamurthy, sir. Welcome to our first meeting. I mean, your first in our club, sir. Few lines to introduce about yourself to us, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to all. My name is Vinayagamurthy from Tiruvallur. So I'm passionate in interacting with the people and supporting each other and growing together. So I'm associated with one private company in Chennai for the sales department in B2B. And I'm very curious and proud to be in a part of AATC.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure this platform will help you grow along with us also. Now, I request our timer and our VPPR, Toastmaster Jagdish, to display our achievement awards and the banners. If it was a reality meeting, we will be displayed in the meeting room. This is the virtual direct Toastmaster Jagdish will display, and all of you have. He can also explain the name of achievements and awards which we have received.
President
Yes,
Tamilarasi, normally there used to be no broadband challenges at all from your end. But today, there's a huge challenge, I believe, for your connection. Check your connection again, because the whole, whatever you're saying is getting broken into pieces. It has never happened. It used to be very clear. Your line used to be very clear. Just check it again, okay?
Yeah, sir. Maybe after the speech, I'll switch on to another data connection and be back clearly. Sorry if I'm jumping the.
Voice is getting mutilated. Probably you check the other connection when you're free. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So Toastmaster Jagdish has displayed our planner, and these are the achievements we have received.
Smedley Award for 5 new members.
Superb. Awesome.
Beat the Clock Award.
Oh.
We have a shield in 2018 and 19. It is Excellence in Media Presence Award, Tamil Nadu.
Wow. Superb. Awesome.
Then one Rising Star Award in 2019. Yeah, that's all, President. You can continue.
Thanks so much to Jagdish for the wonderful job. Dreams are those which not only come in our sleep. Real dreams are those which does not allow us to sleep. I hope many would have crossed some lower phases in life. Please raise your hand who have dreams during sleep. You feel you're somewhat low when compared to others. Like if you would have met your friends after a long time, you would have seen their positions and you would have felt yourself low amongst them, maybe relatives or other family friends. Please put up your hands. How many of you have felt so when you compare yourself with them? Two of you, okay. A small solution which I would like to for this is never ever feel yourself low when compared to others. Healthy comparison is always a great path for the constructive progress in your successful life. But after comparing, don't feel that you're low amongst them. You're always on the top in your path. This is what I wanted to tell. And this positive note. Let's get on to the business proceedings of our meeting. Today, the meeting is going to be held by a special person who's called the MC or the Toastmaster of the day. This person is a very humble and calm person. We all used to write in our t-shirts, right? Keep calm and move on. This person does not wear any t-shirts, but he himself the same as the wordings were told. He always calm, but his progress will always great. When we ask what is hobby, we say singing, dancing, or watching TV. We'll always also say sleeping is a hobby for us. But this person told hobby itself for him is being an active member in many humorous clubs. I don't know how many of us will have such hobbies. And I'm very happy to welcome this person as the Toastmaster of the day. We have our Toastmaster KG Guna, the Toastmaster of the day. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, our President, Toastmaster Tamilarasi. Quite a flowery introduction, and I'm sure I will do my best to live up to that. In Toastmasters, more than a decade, what has helped me to continue in Toastmasters is my connection with the humor clubs all over the world. Humor Club Chennai, And then it became in 1982, which we started. And then now today we have 7 humor clubs in Chennai. And then I started one in Dubai, started one in Saudi Arabia, which was my goal. Because twice I've been jailed in Saudi Arabia. So I thought, what is the reason? The sense of humor was lacking. So I thought we should bring in a humor club. Anyway, when I look at Toastmasters, when I look at myself, what comes to my mind is a famous quote. I quote, "Some people bring happiness wherever they go, and some whenever they go." Oscar Wilde, the master of quotes, Oscar Wilde. And I have come to understand, I have realized that every Toastmaster belongs to the first category of people. People who bring happiness wherever they go. Why? Because we communicate well. We are able to connect with the world well. We are able to convince the world around you well with all your good thoughts. And that is why I love this quote. When I said goal, set goal, a couple of our own Toastmasters called me, "Guna, what is this?" This is one of those beaten out track in the training department. Setting goals, set goals and all that. Come on, do you want to go back to that? For your information, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to soft skills, we talk about goal setting, stress management, time management, team building, attitude, altitude, all that is the most, they have become the most dreaded training sessions nowadays, because humpty number of training sessions are being done on these subjects. And today I am happy to see something like a subject called group dynamics, which covers all these subjects under one umbrella. Group dynamics is slowly becoming very popular, and it also gets integrated with the 7 habits of Stephen Covey and all that. But still, why somebody like me should bring goal setting? 1995, the first goal setting workshop I had attended in Bahrain talked about a fact of the world. And I thought I'll share it with you in the first segment. It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. I have 7 minutes, out of which I have already spent 3 minutes. That is something that happened in one of the Ivy League universities of America. Can somebody tell me what are the Ivy League universities?
Stanford, Harvard,
Yep.
Harvard.
Yep.
These are the 2 I remember.
Perfect.
I know of.
Thank you. Thank you. Harvard is already figured in that. So Harvard University did something very unique during the year 1975. It is on record, ladies and gentlemen. They started tracking 60 people of a particular batch of the management students, and then conducted a session of 48 hours session, 12 classes, 48 hours. What is goal setting, how to set your goals, how to write them down, how to refer it to it, how to constantly refer it to it, and how to keep value adding your goal setting, and then how to keep altering your goals settings. There was one golden line which attracted my attention when I attended this workshop, 1995. You cannot alter a blank paper. So you should write something, some goals, which could be a short-term goal, mid-term goal, long-term goal. But only then, after a few months or years or days or weeks, you will tend to alter it. You cannot alter a blank paper. Something wonderful, right? Many of us, I think we have started doing this because from 1995, it has become a world order to write down your goals, keep it folded in your packet, or keep it in your work table, or the dressing table, stick it and all that. These are all something what we have heard. But what these people did after exactly 20 years, 1995, all the 60 students who went through this 48 hours of goal setting exercises, and then they were also tracked during their college time when they were in the university campus. How many of them are seriously doing what they have been asked to do? I'll cut it short. 1995, all these people meticulously, individually, with a missionary zeal, every one of them were tracked. Believe me, those who had their goals in place, set, written, referred periodically, were the top CEOs of, you name it, top CEOs of all the top companies all over the world. The next 20, they had their goals, but not in a black and white paper. It was in their mind. They were all quite intelligent people. I need not tell you, because the background of all the 60, whether it is a social background, financial background, or the intellectual background, it's all the same, right? When they entered this university, Harvard. But then see the sea of difference after 20 years. So those who had their goals, but not written down or not corrected, altered, revised, renewed, or whatever you call it, they were definitely living happy with all the facilities in the world, taking care of companies, but they were not successful CEOs. The last 20 is definitely going to hit you under the belt. Most of them who never believed in goal setting, who never ever set their goals, but they were living by the route of the destiny. They thought they will do well because they are from a great university. Believe me, 50% of the last 20 were found to be living with the social security benefits of the country called United States. A couple of them were found in a soup center during a winter. They have free soup centers in US. Can you believe it? All these people from the same background, without goal setting, they were found wanting. The last 20, they never wanted to be even identified in public. I think this is enough to let us know why goal setting is important. But am I going to pressurize all of you? Am I going to instruct all of you? Or am I going to request, beg, borrow, or whatever to set your goals? Sorry, no. Setting the goals, writing them in black and white, referring to it, sticking it on your mirror, and all that have gone out of vogue because it is no more paper and pencil era. We have all our electronic era. So how to make it simple is what we will talk probably for a minute in the coming segments. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. On that very happy note, I would now request our GE to surface up. Our GE is called ASK Anjaney Shastri. We call him Ask, Toastmaster Ask. And, to the true value of his name, you can ask anything except, some $200, $300 during the month end. I haven't tried. Let me ask that also probably the end of this month. Toastmaster Ask, our general evaluator, the person who started the curtain raiser for the first time at 7 o'clock this morning in our group by motivating everyone to wake up on time and then look at his messages. Toastmaster Anjaney Shastri, I'm so happy to bring you up as our general evaluator. Please come up and then introduce your tag team too. Over to Toastmaster Ask.
Thank you. Yep. Stephen Covey says, anything in this world is created twice. One is first, it is on the mental front. Your thought is what initiates, and then physically it is created. So TMOD, you by setting the theme of the day and the word of the day, you have set the background for the entire meeting. Very well done. And today's theme of the day, set goals, and resolute is the word of the day. Both are very closely related and very easy to use. And I feel that these two are the most powerful words which I came across. Are you able to see me? Okay, thanks. Thank you, sir. So coming back to the goals, I was very religiously used to set goals during January, and then I used to publish them. I used to advertise. I used to post it, share with my friends, my family members. Come March, all these worldly transactions used to pull me down, and these used to go into the back seat. And I read in New York Times, which says that only 8% of the people will stick to the goals, which the New Year resolutions which they make. One thing that makes me happy is I'm part of that 92% of the people. So that is one really gives me happiness. Okay. Now coming to the meeting, how many of you heard about DMart, which is like Reliance Fresh? Right? Okay. So DMart is owned by a person known as R.K. Damani, and you will, I mean, pre-COVID era, these days I didn't go, but pre-COVID era, it used to be overcrowded, no air conditioning, but people flock there to buy their things, retail stuff in volumes. And DMart generates 530 US dollars per 1 square feet, whereas Walmart generates only 450 US dollars. And R.K. Damani was asked for the reason behind his success. He says, there are, whenever I start any business, I will find out 10 top criteria which will help me to succeed in that area. And I will pick up only 2 or 3 and single-handedly or mindedly pursue them and don't bother for the rest of them. Ladies and gentlemen, similarly in Toastmasters also, we have 3 areas. One is, if you want to become a star or a speaker, you need to set your goals and resolve your mind your grammar, and take care of your jarring words like and this way you will identify your during my team timer, counter and grammarian will observe these gaps, and then we'll let you know. Now first I will request timer Toastmaster Jagadish to come onto the stage and explain his the timer objectives. Before that, I would like to appreciate Jagdish for the way he handled so effortlessly during the contest season. Yeah, over to you, Jagdish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjaneya Sastry. Yeah. To set a goal, we should be having a deadline. Without a deadline, a goal won't be achieved. With that, yeah, let me explain about my role today as a timer. I will be keeping note of each and every person's time and will be raising the flag accordingly. Today we have 4 segments, one special segment as educational session. So I will be keep note of all the sessions. First is prepared speech session, where I will be noting down the speaker's time from 5 to 7 minutes it is. In 5 minutes, I will be showing the green. You can see the virtual background behind me. And in 6 minutes, I will be showing yellow. And in 7 minutes, I will be showing red, and will be given with 30 seconds of grace period. So after that, the speaker will be disqualified. Next session is a educational session, where we have 30 to 35 minutes. So in 30 minutes, I will be showing the green. And in 32.5, I will be showing yellow. And in 35, I will be showing red color. And here as well, we have 30 seconds of grace period. And then moving on to table topic session, there we have 1 to 2 minutes of time. 1 minute I will be showing green, 1.5 minutes yellow, and 2 minutes I will be showing the red, and will be having 30 minutes of grace period, 30 seconds of grace period. And the last segment is evaluation speech. So here we have 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes I will be showing green, 2.5 minutes yellow, and 3 minutes red color, and with 30 seconds of grace period. When I am called upon by the general evaluator, I will be submitting the record. Thank you. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Jagdish, for religiously following the time. And I'm sure you will ensure that the time, the meeting is adjourned by 12 o'clock. Thank you so much. Now, next, to find out or to assess the jarring notes from you, which will disturb the flow and which will disturb the audience, our own president, Toastmaster Tamilarsi, will be playing the R counter role. Over to you, madam.
Good morning, Toastmaster once again. Today I'm going to play the role of the actor. Usually, I felt that in the reality meetings when we're called upon on the stage, artists will be shivering, will have a lot of art and but truth is that even in the virtual meeting, the same thing is existing. But today, I request all the Toastmasters to lessen my job. That is, there are many decent Toastmasters in our club who never allow me to know the R's and R's across their names. I wish all the Toastmasters and role players who are going to give their speeches today to follow the same. As an R counter, I'll be noting down the R's and you so that the number of repetitive words also due to speech, which is going to affect the effectiveness of your speech delivery. I'll give my report called upon by the general evaluator. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Now, these days, I don't care about my spellings when I write in a Word document, because even it is a spell or grammar check, it will automatically taken care. I hope the same thing in later, people like Elon Musk or somebody can bring out a neuron network or some chip which will put in my brain, so that they will correct me my language, they will correct my English grammar. But till that time, we need somebody to identify the good and not so good usages in English language. For that, I have my friend Toastmaster Sagar to play the role of grammarian. Sagar, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, since it is my official laptop, no camera.
No problem. Please go ahead. We understand.
Thank you so much. Women Toastmasters, fellow members, guests, and Vinayaka Murthy, welcome. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of my any misusages of English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. As Ask already mentioned, the word of the day is resolute, R-E-S-O-L-U-T-E, resolute. The meaning is admirably purposeful, or determined, or unwavering. An example is, he has resolute in his fight to uphold liberal values. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day at least once, and I'll give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon by the general evaluator. And thank you. Over to you, GESK.
Thank you so much, Sagar. TMOD, you have set the stage for setting the goals. Please go ahead and take over for the further proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would possibly deviate slightly to request our president, Toastmaster Tamilarasi, to Yes, there are more than 5 or 6 guests have joined. So could you please recognize their presence, Tamilarasi, before I could bring in the project speakers?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmasters, today. First of all, I would like to welcome Area Director of Area F4, Toastmaster Madhuri to the meeting. Welcome, ma'am. A few words from
Toastmaster Tamilarasi, you had requested whom to introduce themselves?
Area Director of Area F4, Toastmaster Madhuri. Are you with us?
Yes.
Yeah. You are requested to say a few words, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. So there was a slow net, so I just got disconnected. Okay,
That's why.
so I'm Toastmaster Madhuri. I joined Toastmasters when I lived back in US. I moved to India 3 years ago, and I took a break of 1 year because I was not aware that Toastmasters would be available in India as well. And one day while I was Googling, and I fortunately found a community club around me. I'm a dentist by profession. I'm more into speaking zone of Toastmasters. So I'm almost there, 2 speeches away from my DTM. It's my 2.5 years of journey. I worked as CAT focal for complete Andhra Pradesh and chatted almost 11 clubs, and then worked as a division PR for EFGH and 5 divisions previous year. This year, I was selected as an area director of F4, which is basically Vishakhapatnam. I got to know about you all, and I had once a call with Sugandhi as well. I mean, it's like 1.5 years ago when I was trying to buy some speechcraft books for my club and all. So that's how I know Toastmaster Ramanujam. And I was constantly in touch with him, but I never got an opportunity to attend really. So this is how and why I'm in Toastmasters and why I'm here. Thank you so much, and over to the presiding officer.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are happy to have you with us and enjoy meeting till the end. And we have another guest, Bala. Guest Bala, welcome to our meetings.
Hi, madam. Hi.
Introduce yourself to us.
Yeah, see, this is for me, it is an third meeting actually. I attended last month 2 meeting, third meeting. Hope I can get, I like to join your club. Today morning I spoke to Sagar. Yesterday also I spoke to Sagar. Okay. Let's see. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are happy to see you soon as our member as well, sir. And we have guest Anand, Toastmaster Anand with us. Welcome, Toastmaster Anand.
Good morning, Ambattur Achievers, and it is always a pleasure to be part of Ambattur Achievers, even though my club timing has been changed to the similar timing, and they have been opening, started functioning 10:30 to 12:30, but I still prefer attending Ambattur Achievers for a great takeaway and feel-good experience of friendly in nature. Just looking forward for Sugandhi ma'am's session today. Thank you.
And thanks so much. They're also fan of all people topics with give. And we have guest Sam Andrew with us. Welcome, sir.
Hello. Good morning to everyone. My name is Samuel Andrew. I attended the last meeting, 90th meeting of Ambattur Toastmasters Club. And I am very happy to attend the meetings in the future also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Samuel Andrew. We have another guest Coleman, who is also added for meetings. Welcome to Smart Coleman. A few from you.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, my here network is not good, so maybe my voice is not clear to you. So excuse me for that. I am attending this club, I think third or fourth time. Even last week, that competition was there. That time also I was there. It was great competition. I enjoyed a lot. And I came to know about this club from DTM Ramanujam. So thanks to Ramanujam to introduce me with this, lovely club and lovely members of the club. So looking forward for the educational session today. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much. And I'm very well known the timer been shown red for a long time, but I regret I'm taking the Toastmaster of the day time for a few more seconds. We have three more guests. We have guest Varadan with us. Guest Varadan, are you with us?
Varada or Varadan? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to glad to attend the meeting, and I'm quite surprised to see to your Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Guna, joining from Dubai, UAE. And I saw the invite in the common group. It's called Education Session. So yeah, here I am. Back to you.
Thank you for
so
joining
much,
us.
ma'am. Thank you for joining and taking your time from Dubai. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you'll enjoy the additional session today as well. We have guest Baji with us. Welcome, guest Baji. Guest Balaji, are you with us? Okay, moving on to the next guest. We have guest Balakumaran Ravichandran with us. Good morning, sir.
Toastmaster Tamilarsi, the president. We have an education session for about 30 minutes, so possibly we'll recognize the other people, the rest of the people.
Okay,
at the end of the
we
meeting.
can welcome guest.
Yeah, end of the meeting. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. Toastmasters, friends and guests, ladies and gentlemen. As it's customary, we always have the project speeches through which people go up step by step on the hierarchy by completing their projects, and then they get their credentials for that, as you all know. So today we have two speakers, Toastmaster Swaroop and Toastmaster Muthayadharma. We are so privileged to have Toastmaster Swaroop, who is not from our club. He is a Toastmaster from TCS Maitri Orators 2.0 club, and he is attempting his P1 L4 from the motivational strategies path. The title of the speech is Building Blocks. And prior to requesting him to come on stage to deliver the speech, I would request his evaluator, our own Toastmaster Jnanam sir, to spell out the project requirements. Over to Toastmaster P. Jnanam. Toastmaster Jnanam.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm
Yeah,
audible.
please.
I'm
Yeah,
audible.
you are audible, sir. You are audible.
And good morning, one and all, to all my Toastmasters, friends, and guests. So today, my target speaker is Mr. Farooq, and it's project 1 level 4, building blocks. So I congratulate and warm welcome to give his speech. Thank you. Over to Devu.
Thank you, sir. Jnanam sir, to keep it so short and sweet. Toastmaster Swarup, can I remind you, I mean, if it is required, you can please pin the video of our timer, Jagdish, so that his video is always on your screen to track the timing. I hope you have done it. Toastmaster Swarup, all the very best. Timer, please note it is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to the first project speaker of the day, Toastmaster Swarup, TCS Maitri Orators. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Am I audible clearly?
Perfect.
Thank you. Have you ever noticed the colorful building blocks that children play with? They are of different colors and different sizes. We can build structures out of them. Once, my nephew was trying to play with them and building structures. He was constantly putting one up the other, it is falling. One up the other, it is falling. He managed to build 3 layers of them, but it fell down. Now he kept trying with patience, and finally he managed to build that 5 layers of those blocks. But bad luck, it again fell down. The only reason why it was falling, because of the random placement. He was placing the big one upon the small. As he's a child, he doesn't know where to place what. And he threw everything because he's out of patience and he went to play some other thing. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. This takes me back to my membership mela or drive during the month of February. During the month of February or March, everyone knows the Toastmasters clubs are very busy. We have international speech contest, we have table topics contest, we have membership drives, we have sometimes milestone meeting too. And I hope the same goes with every club also. As a president, I was very much enthusiastic to bring all the things into a perfect place. And these things, when comes one of the other, it brings pressure with them. And this pressure requires teamwork. And Toastmasters is known for the teamwork. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to dedicate time for Toastmasters because Toastmaster is like an extracurricular activity for us. And we can't prioritize an extracurricular activity over our primary job. This holds true for everyone, but not for the XComs. And okay, we can give some relaxation to the XComs, but not at all for the president. As a president, I have some commitment towards the club and I have some commitments for the primary job. I want everything to be done perfectly fine. I can't leave anything undone. I want to be the best. For this, I always find places, motivational speakers, motivational stories that can keep me self-motivated. If I am self-motivated, then my team members are obviously self-motivated. And one of the story, I read a simple but effective story. There are 2 friends, Suresh and Ramesh. They joined a company at the same time. Both are equally talented, hardworking. But as the year passed by, Suresh started growing much faster than Ramesh. The only difference between them was the interpersonal communication. What Suresh believed was the 5 principles of interpersonal communication: relaxation, positive attitude, understanding the stress, teamwork, and the empathy. Relaxation, he was always relaxed. That helped him to be active listener. He always actively listens to his team members, what they are saying. He is always ready to accept the new ideas. And that is the reason team members had also a respect for him. The positive attitude. As I said, I also like to be positive so that my team members also be positive. Same way, he also believed he kept himself positive always. That is the reason he helped his team members to motivate. And they are also positive as their leader. And what is the profit from here? They all were efficient in their work. They got good projects for their client. And believe me, some good leaders were also emerged. The empathy. If you don't give respect to others, you can't gain them from them. He showed respect to his team members. He understands their ideas. He understands the stress. And that helped him to gain respect from the team members. Understanding the stress. When you work so much for a lot of time, it's obvious that you come under stress. And there's nothing bad in that. And sometimes when you're under stress, you may sound a bit rude, a bit arrogant with your team members. And he also did that. But the good thing was his team members understood his stress, and the vice versa also. He also understands the stress of the team member, which helped him to become a great leader. And all these four things becomes the pillar for the final thing, that is a teamwork. If all these four things are in place, the teamwork comes automatically into place. I can remember of a situation when I was a contest. I became president for the first time. So I also wanted to live up to all the commitments for the club. The contest was there. I was running here and there to make things, everything fine. There are some team members, there are some members who are given some work for the contest, but they're not able to do that because of their job. I can't scold them because this is all about servant leadership. I have to get the work done anyhow. Somehow I managed to complete that work. I was successful. Soon after that, I went to my mentor, asked him, what I'm missing? How can I improve? How can I get things done from the member? He told me, you can't expect everything from everyone. You have to give the right work to the right person. This was a golden words from my mentor. And this brought me to the story of building blocks. If I don't put the proper build blocks in its proper place, at the end, the building is going to fall. It may be 5 layers, 7 layers, 8 layers, it is going to fall. Likewise, in the next event, I placed the right person at right position. And surprisingly, that turned out to be a success factor in my presidency. We added 16 members in 1 month. And I'm very happy about that. With these learnings from building blocks and the story of Suresh, that has inculcated in my life. Yes, I'm not up to the mark in everything. It takes time to learn. I have also some personal traits. I am trying to learn the things that Suresh has applied to his team. And I believe one day I will be success and my team members will be also be success and emerge as proud leaders. Thank you so much.
Let's quickly move on to the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Mutaya Dharma, who's attempting his Project 2 Level 1 Team Collaboration Path. The title, Entry to MNC. Let me bring up his evaluator, Toastmaster Divya, please. Madam Toastmaster Divya, let's know the project requirements. Over to Toastmaster Divya.
Good morning, everyone. To set goal is to achieve purpose. And the purpose of this project for my target speaker is to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback from the evaluator, and apply the feedback to the second speech. I wish the best for the target speaker. Over to the DMOD.
Thank you, evaluator Toastmaster Divya. Over to the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Mutaya Dharma.
Ding, ding. So train number 16236 to Mysore Express reached Bangalore. sudden opened my eyes. So I was in Bangalore. Let me 10 years back, I have completed my engineering. So I don't know how to communicate in English. When I looking for searching for a job in Chennai, I'm not able to get it. So I moved. Then I have asked them, so where is the MNC is there? That time I don't know what is MNC. So I thought of MNC is Mysore National City. So then they are telling like a multinational company. So then I found that in Google, so what is MNC, where it is available? I found that the MNC is on Bangalore. So I have decided to move to Bangalore because I want to work in MNC. I went there in Bangalore 10 years back. Then I came out of the railway station. I see the people who are in free hair and their hairs are very dry. Then I think that, so they are very poor people. So that they don't have money to buy the oil. Then I have see the color of the hair. There some people are in yellow, some people are in some kind of orange color. So I thought that, okay, due to the summer, the hair color has been converted. I then went to back to my room, my friend room, and I'm searching for a company. Whenever I'm going there, they will be telling attitude, something kind of aptitude round, which I have cleared aptitude round. Then the second round will be GD, so group discussion. I don't know what to speak in group discussion. It is in English. I was in Bangalore. I'm not sure. So I know the sentence which I will be very comfortable to read it is, I'm suffering from fever. I'm unable to attend the class. Please grant me 2 days leave. So this is what the fluent English I will be knowing it after completing my engineering. Then I found that so it's communication required for them. Then what I have decided is I want to join into the core company. So I belong to the electrical and electronics engineering. And I joined an electrician for the big IT company where I need to wear the uniforms and safety shoes and safety mask and helmet, everything. Whoever coming to the company inside, I need to tell them for good morning, sir, good morning, sir. So I'm not familiar to call the sir or madam because I'm very polite student in my college because I won't respect my college professor as well. I don't like to call them sir or madam. Then I decided that so we are in the wrong forum. So I need to improve my communication. I need to move forward to the next level. So I decided that I want to enter into the MNC. That is where I set the goals on 2011. Once I started electrician, then I have moved into the company. I want to work in the MNC. So I want to know the culture, how they are working it. I want to know the circumstances, what is required, what is not required. Because I have studied entire my career in Tamil medium. I don't know how to speak with the opponent people and how to speak with the respected members. I'm not aware about it. So whomever is the manager or whomever, I will be speaking directly rude to them. If I ask someone, I will tell them no, I won't do. I was such a manner in my circumstances as well as my school professor. He used to give me an assignment. I will tell them something. I won't write the assignment. I don't want your internal mark. I will pass it myself. This is what my mentality when I was studying engineering. So due to that, my percentage reached to 70%. I got it due to only my external score. I don't have internal score. Then I have decided that so there is an internal mark is required to get into 75%, where all the MNCs, Wipro or so companies are setting as a benchmark as 75 is an entry point. So I'm not able to sustain that. So what I have decided is okay, let them move it. I've set the goal. I have break down into little pieces. I have bought one laptop. Then I have studied how to copy the file, how to create an email, how to send out the Facebook ID. I have created 567 Facebook ID. In during the fun of time, I will create the Facebook ID with some of the girls' name, and I will chat with my friends how they are reacting it. Just I want to know the mentality of the people. And then I have learned something from them as well. Then I moved towards. Then I got it in 2015. I got the chance to work as a system administrator. Then that time I was very too keen to work in the MNC. Once I joined the MNC after 5 years, so what do you think? So what is my expectation? It is nothing. Because where the years are roll on, I have matured myself. So I have decided that work is a work. You are working in the small company or MNC company. This is what the mentality I have set it. So where the time it will be resolute myself to improve the communication. Then I have got a chance to join in the Toastmasters Club in ITC Pathfinder Toastmasters Club in 2017. I will be Stammerian problem will be there in my childhood. So I don't have a fear to speak with the 100 member of audience because I was the school people leader in school. I was a representative in my college. I was a alumni association of my whatever the school I'm doing it. because I'm not able to speak instantly what they're giving on the topic. Then I have joined the Toastmasters. Then I have got the opportunity to speak myself. So now, whenever the topic is giving in my company, I'm working the Kone. So whenever they will be calling my name, I will be speaking continuously. So for that habit, they are telling they won't call my name because they are telling that if you're calling your name, you will be speaking continuously without anything. Something will be there in the backbone meaning. This is what I settled into. After my dream is entry into MNC, now I'm working in the Cosmo One building where whole floor mirror building in Chennai. This was a dream. Whenever I'm going toward that road, so I want to join. It's something like a film. So I want to join that company one day as a security. That is what my aim. Now I'm leading as a service delivery lead of the company. I'm handling 40 plus members team where my communication has been improved. Such a way that whenever you need to set the goals and you need to break down the particular pieces and you need to working on towards the milestone. So whenever you reach the milestone one by one, you can able to achieve the target as well. So this is what. So I have set my target and I have achieved it. So are you going to set your target? Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Super. Awesome.
We have come to the end of the project speeches. We have only 2 of them and both of them have completed it. And now it's time for something wonderful. I would request everyone on board to tighten your seat belts. Though the education sessions have become an integral part of every club, every meeting, that every meeting normally is not happening, and getting an educational speaker in par with the top brass in the division district is not always easy. Hope you have tightened your belts, and now it's time for me to introduce our renowned, beloved educational speaker to all of you. Please listen to me carefully. Her profession: banking domain consultant in TCS. Offices held in Toastmasters, secretary, VP membership, VP education, president, area director, division director, district club extension chair, CGD, PQD, district director. Awards, accolades, and recognitions received by this educational presenter: District Outstanding Toastmaster of the Year, Area Director of the Year, Division Director of the Year during her year as CGD District 82, ranked number 3 in the world for club growth excellence in club growth award from TI, Toastmaster International. During her tenure as PQD, Program Quality Director, Division 82, ranked number 1 in terms of distinguished clubs, and during her year tenure as DD District 82 was number 1 in club growth and membership growth, and number 2 in terms of distinguished clubs. That's it. And now let me take you back to the word of the day, resolute, which is an adjective. And the noun of the word resolute is, as you all know, resolute, resoluteness. All right. Why am I going back to this word? Our educational presenter, Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster Sugandhi Periyaswamy, is a Toastmaster since 2010. Why I took you back to the word resolute? TTM Sugandhi Periyaswamy. The adjective resolute is normally used to describe a resolute personality whose purposeful and determined personality. and won't get anything get in the way. And I'm sure after listening to the entire credentials, I'm sure you are in sync with whatever I have said. Get ready. It's time for our educational presenter, DTM, Sugandhi Periyaswamy, to keep us all engrossed and involved in something very special. I'm not releasing the title. The next 30-35 minutes, ma'am, it is your show. Over to Toastmaster DTM, Sugandhi Periyaswamy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guna. I should say that I should fasten my seatbelt as well after hearing such kind an introduction and setting the expectations for this educational session really on a very high note. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Lovely to meet you all on a Sunday morning. I'm really thrilled to be part of the Ambattur Achievers Toastmasters meeting. Thank you for inviting me to deliver an educational speech. And this being the month of September, the crucial time for renewals, I thought I will share some of the lessons. To be precise, the top 5 lessons from my Toastmasters journey, which made my Toastmasters journey meaningful after each and every renewal season. Now, as the Toastmaster mentioned, and of course the general evaluator mentioned, every new year we take resolutions, right? And when do we usually review those resolutions? Of course, on December 1st or the January 1st of the subsequent year. And whenever we have to give out money, especially in Toastmasters, I think once in 6 months, we wonder, what did I do in the last 6 months after paying those $45? So I have also been in the same shoes as most of you are, wondering what I did in the last 6 months while I pay the $45 the next 6 subsequent months. And when I look at my Toastmasters journey, I think these 5 lessons that I learned has really helped me to get the best out of the Toastmasters educational program, and has also helped me grow to a good shape in my professional leadership ladder. All right, here comes the first lesson that I learned. But before that, let me let a small secret out of the bag. I joined Toastmasters in the month of September 2010. On September 30th, the last day for a club to add members for the club to bag the Smedley Membership Building Award. So which means that I was literally like a scapegoat who got lured by the sales pitch of the club president, who then happened to be my close friend. And I couldn't put up with his long face the entire day. He was making phone calls right from the morning. Oh, that person, he is not joining, is it? Oh, okay, I was counting on this. I was like wondering, why is this person walking all up and down like a cat, and why is he getting so upset for people turning down his request? And then he slowly approached me and said, can you please take up a Toastmasters membership? Our club has already added 4 members, and if you say yes, we'll be getting an award. I said, I don't know. I really don't bother about whether the club gets the award or not. At least you will sit at your desk, put a happy face, and continue working. I cannot bear to see you with a long face walking up and down like a mad person. So I joined a Toastmasters club without even attending a single meeting. My first meeting was after I became a Toastmasters member officially. I walked in, I saw a room full of about 40 members present in the meeting, people delivering inspirational speeches. One person delivered a speech about how he ran a marathon after having very serious problems with his respiratory system, how he did not give up for nearly 2 years and practiced consistently. There was another member who delivered yet another motivational speech on how he scaled up to the base camp of Mount Everest. And I was wondering, why did I tell yes to this gentleman, and what have I got into? This room seems to be full of self-motivated, inspirational people. I don't think I belong to this in this group. But then, ladies and gentlemen, I think once you walk into Toastmasters, you have a set of people who come and keep you in the club, right? So I had this person in the form of my mentor, DT Moman John, who literally walked up to me and said, when are you going to deliver your icebreaker speech? I delivered my icebreaker speech, and then I took a break because I was organizing a TEDx event in my hometown, Salem. So month of November and December, I was literally off from Toastmasters. When I came back in the month of January, the club members and the president very proudly walked up to me and said, you know what? You are our secretary. I was baffled. Does a club have a secretary? I thought the club only had a president. And I was like wondering, why should I become the secretary? Why did you all get to elect me as a secretary? My mentor very nicely honeycoated the reason and said, we want new members to improve. I didn't know the psychology behind all those motivational phrases then. And then so on, I continued. I again took a small break to complete the TEDx event because it was on January 26th. And when I came back, I was wondering, what have I done with this Toastmasters membership and so on. And then the renewal season came up. Again, I could not go say no to my club president. I eventually renewed my membership. And then as I was a secretary, I was asked to go and attend a division council meeting the month of April 2011. That time, the whole of Tamil Nadu was one single division, Division G. The division director very proudly asks me, do you know your club is the talk of the town? I was like thrilled. My club is the talk of the town. What have you achieved? You know, I had goosebumps. Before even I could get out of that state of ecstasy, the Madam Division Director said, no club in the entire Tamil Nadu could make an achievement that your club has done. From 85 members, you have come down to 6 members. And I was like, is that an achievement? Oh, that's too much level of sarcasm to handle. I really didn't know. I was a poor secretary, right? And to me, it meant that the entire EXCOM has not renewed. One of the members of the EXCOM didn't renew. So that leaves us with thus 6 meetings. But then the meeting that I attended that week, we had about 30 to 45 people. There was a lot of energy in the room, a lot of enthusiasm. But where were we heading to? I couldn't put up with so much of shame in that meeting because the division director said, no club in entire Tamil Nadu has faced so much of attrition. We don't know what you're doing in your club meetings. And the entire year, you guys have only filed one educational award. There are other clubs that are just 20 or 30 members old and they have achieved 8 or 9 DCP points. Now, all those was out of the world because I was just 2 speeches old in Toastmasters and I knew not much about the Toastmasters KPIs or how the club has to be run. But one thing that I felt bad that day was somebody was mocking at me in the sense my club. And in life, my mom always says challenges are meant to be overcome. I walked back to my club mentor and I said, see, all this happened, but what can we do? This gentleman, in Toastmasters, whenever you walked up to somebody and say, what can I do to help? That is a catchphrase. They see, okay, here comes the scapegoat who is willing to help, who knows the problem, right? Innocently, I walked up to my club mentor and I told this to him and he said, see, our club does not require a secretary. We need a vice president membership. Now, friends, what you see me today is a different version of what you would have seen me 10 years ago. I was a semi-introvert. In fact, with my colleagues inside the office space, I'm a different friendly person. But then later on, when I meet them outside the office premises, I would smile at them from a distance. And when they come closer, I would put my head and politely walk away. That was the level of reservedness that I had within me. And of course, I hail from a tier 2 small town like Salem. And Chennai was, in fact, quite too much of a bafflement to a normal person like me. So the vice president membership, as most of you would know, we'll have to go talk to our guests, proactively explain what Toastmasters is all about. Remember, I was just 2 speeches old in Toastmasters. So I had to explain about a program as if I had experienced it for quite some time. And whenever I met them in the cafeteria or in the corridors or in the hallways, I will have to beam a smile at them and say, we met at the Toastmasters meeting. Would you like to come for another Toastmasters meeting? Now, when I thought of all this, I thought that is not me. Will I be able to do so much of acting? But then, as my mom said, challenges are meant to be overcome. And I couldn't go back and say no to this gentleman, my mentor. I said, okay, fine, I will play the role of the vice president membership and I will work towards getting members for our club. Initially, it was very different. It was very difficult. I felt a different version of myself in a Toastmasters meeting than what I actually was. But over a period of time, once I started inducting guests as members, and once their Toastmasters journey was meaningful. For example, I would have my colleagues walk up to me after 4 or 5 months and say, you know, I'm very glad that you somehow cajoled me or persuaded me to join the Toastmasters program. Today, I have been able to do good during the client interviews. I've got better scores in my appraisal, or I have been asked to travel on site. I see a better version of myself, a more self-confident version of myself. Now, these made a lot of meaning to me. For all the acting that I did, I somehow felt, okay, that has transformed into some kind of a value add, a meaning to whatever activities that I was doing. So the first lesson that I learned in my Toastmasters journey is learn to say yes, but after you figure out why. Now, most of us would have heard saying, I mean, the famous saying, telling, learn to say no. You should always learn to say no. But for me, the mantra in Toastmasters that has kept me going all these years is learning to say yes, but figure out the why. If the why portion of it is convincing, is purposeful, is meaningful to you and the people around you, learn to say yes, because we don't know what opportunities will come your way and which hidden potential of yours will be unearthed. For me today, if you ask what led me to the journey of becoming a district director, I would say the courage that I had to say yes to serve as a vice president membership of my club is what kept me going in my leadership journey in Toastmasters. Well, in my professional life, I became more confident. I became at ease when I had to deal with very sensitive and clients across the world, when I had to travel whom I did not have a better rapport with, because I was part of the sales team. So all this, the activities that I did as a vice president membership by saying yes, gave me a lot of valuable lessons, and I was quite successful in pitching out multi-million-dollar sales to my clients at the end of my work life. So first thing is, whenever you see an opportunity coming your way, just say yes if you are confident of the why portion of it. All the resources and helping hand will come over to your door without even you having to think too much. The second lesson, the gem that I learned in my Toastmasters journey is progress is more important than perfection. Progress is more important than perfection. Now, most of us want to be that perfect speaker who delivers that inspirational speech and gets the best speaker award at a club meeting. Or we want to be that perfect president, like what our speaker Sarup was saying, live up to the expectations of all the club members and emerge out as a very successful president at the end of the term. It could be even small goals that we set for ourselves. For example, the usual famous goal that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the new year, right? Get healthier and fitter. We will start walking the next day for 100 days or 200 days challenge and all that, right? Now, for me also, now this mentor of mine also eventually grew up to be a friend of mine. And I told him, see, you are that person who ran that marathon after struggling with your respiratory system for 2 years. I want to start running. And he said, yeah, just start walking, then jogging and running. I told, okay, every day I'll get up in the morning, and at 5:30, I'll start running. Now, this 5:30 never happened in my life. I'll get up at 5, but something or the other will come up. And by 6 only, I'll get ready. Now, I was this person who thought perfection was really very, very important. 1 week passed, 1 month passed. I never went for walking. And when my mentor asked what happened to you, I said 5:30 is when the weather is kind of cool. So 5:30 is when I will do my exercising. By 6, I don't think the sun comes up. In a weather like Chennai, it's not possible to go. And then he reminded me, little girl, you've lost 1 month's time. If at least you had made this little bit to walk every day for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you would have progressed. Today, you're the same person. In Toastmasters too, we always strive to become the best version of ourselves in every meeting, and then we get a little bit dejected when we are not able to become that superstars whom we have in our mind. So the best lesson that I learned in my Toastmasters journey is progress is more important than perfection, especially when you are a team leader working with people from different backgrounds. Now, compared to the work life that we have and working in teams at work, working in Toastmasters as a team is much more challenging, because at work, you have a formal appraisal system in place. At the end of the day, the paycheck matters on the appraisal system. So whether we like the project goal or whether we like the project leader or not, all of us cooperate, we pick up pace, and we contribute towards that particular project goal. In Toastmasters, it is not like this. I am paying my $45 to be a Toastmaster. I'm spending my time to attend a Toastmasters meeting. So it's more easy for me to say no. But then imagine if I have to be a team leader, could be the club excom or the event chair for a special meeting. I cannot always have this concept of being perfect and expect all my team members to be perfect. And that is a brilliant lesson that I learned in Toastmasters. Your pace and your capability will definitely be different from the rest of your team members. So if you're going to tell them you have to be perfect, and if you're going to give them feedback based on the degree of perfection that you have, you could actually be putting down their morale. So look for consistency and progress with your team members. And I'm sure after a few days or weeks of work, all of you will be able to travel in the same pace as what is required by the Toastmasters project goal. So look for progress and consistency, and the perfection will very well come as a byproduct. The next lesson that I learned in my Toastmasters journey is measure your progress, but using your own ruler. Measure your progress, but by using your own ruler. They say what cannot be measured cannot be improved. Now in Toastmasters, people always use fancy words like, I want quality more than quantity. Now, I belong to that school of thought where quantity and quality have to go hand in hand. Now, we talk about having quality meetings, right? But how will you know what is quality? Quality to one person might be a different answer, and the perception that the other person has about quantity might be different. Now, I had this club which had 85 members. We had interesting meetings, which means that we had quality meetings. But at the end of the renewal cycle, we were just 6 members, right? So where did we lose that momentum? What happened to those interesting meetings? And that is when I learned that it is always better to quantify whatever you want to get as your progress, so that not only we as an individual will be able to measure our progress, and each time we move from X to Y, we feel a little bit of accomplishment. We can give ourselves a pat on the back. Many times we appreciate others for small improvements that they make, but we are very hard on ourselves. So unless and until we measure the progress, or we quantify the progress that we have made, I don't think we can stay on a positive note. Similarly, when something needs to be improved, always quantify it. What quantifies as an interesting meeting? Is it value add through educational speeches or educational sessions? Or should we start your meeting on time and end on time? Work out those qualifying factors so that as a club excom or as an individual member, we are able to track our progress. And my kind request is always measure your progress using your ruler and not somebody else's. Because All of us have different educational background. All of us have different sets of limitations and challenges that we have to overcome. So it's always best to use our ruler and see how best we are compared to the previous version of ourselves. And the next lesson that I learned in Toastmasters is have audacious goals. They say if your goals are not being laughed at people around you, those don't even quantify to be called as goals. Now, the year that I served as the district director, I had this audacious goal for District 82, that is Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka, that we will venture into Tier 2 cities and Tier 3 cities and the suburbs of Chennai to form community clubs. Now, my predecessors, the past district directors, said it's much easier for you to open corporate clubs and get the district goals in terms of club growth achieved, rather than spending a lot of time, resources, and money into opening these community clubs. You will be far behind in achieving your goals. But then coming from a corporate background myself and being a member of a corporate club, and in my years as an area director and division director, I've been quite successful in pitching the Toastmasters educational program to the corporates. But then if you look at the entire district, especially when we were just 1 year from splitting into two new districts, District 120 and District 82, our growth as an organization depended on where we will be able to go and establish new clubs. And of course, we as Toastmasters always have the spirit within us to give back to our community. And that, I believe, is to transform members in the suburbs who need Toastmasters more than people like what you and me sitting in the metros require. So when I mentioned this great vision of spreading out Toastmasters into the suburbs and Tier 2 and Tier 3, I faced a lot of resistance. And that is when I thought, okay, this is a meaningful goal and we should pursue it. I was so convinced about this particular goal that I was able to clearly articulate that goal, the why of it, to my team members who consisted of the area directors, the division directors, and of course the club growth team. And towards the end of the year, I think we were able to charter about 10 community clubs all across Tamil Nadu in Tier 2 and Tier 3 in cities like Sivakasi, Thoothukudi, Nagapattinam, and in fact, Ambattur, Mogappere, Nanganallur, all these clubs came up because of that one audacious goal. Today, when I look back and I talk to my area directors and division directors, all of us feel so happy about taking Toastmasters to these areas. And some of them even come and tell me, I'm so glad that you consistently requested us to charter community clubs in these Tier 2 and Tier 3 areas, because we had a lot of leadership lessons that we learned. We came across a lot of challenges which now help us in our professional life. So in Toastmasters, if you think that whatever goal that you're coming across is easily achievable, please don't become complacent. Look out for those audacious goals, bring out the potential within you, because Toastmasters is one platform where we can safely fail and get up. So once we are able to get all these leadership lessons and the ways of getting things to be done successfully, I'm sure it'll be much easier for us to translate these lessons into our professional life. And of course, the last lesson that I learned in Toastmasters is be yourself. Now, hailing from a Tier 2, a small town like Salem, I grew up in an environment where right is right, wrong is wrong. Everything seemed black and white. And coming into my professional life, of course, I learned a little bit of diplomacy. But whenever I felt something was wrong, I used to voice it out quite bluntly. Now, coming into a forum like Toastmasters, where we had to deal with a lot of sensitive people, if I saw something was not going right, I would politely walk up to them and say, okay, I think this is not right. We will have to do something different, right? And when people asked me for feedback, I was quite candid and open in giving feedback. This was okay till I served as a club president. This was even okay when I served as an area director, because the people around you are somebody whom you built a good rapport with, right? When you become a division director and you move on to serve the district, especially with two countries where, although we are geographically close, the cultural sensitivity is very, very different. People said, oh, that lady, she is little adamant. I don't think she knows flexibility. And if you go to her, she will be quite blunt. And I was thinking, what is all this feedback coming at me, right? And then I realized when you are in Toastmasters, you see certain leaders being very, very popular. And if each of us start to mimic that particular leader and develop traits, are we becoming a version of themselves, or are we being us? To me, what really mattered is to stay put with my own moral values than becoming quite popular. What people commented as inflexibility was because for me, what was wrong, no matter whether we were achieving our goals or not. For me, popularity didn't matter when compared to the Toastmasters and the ethical values that I was holding. So to me, serving as a leader, a women leader, that too without gray hair, was very difficult. People were more receptive to taking feedback from a male leader, especially with hair or without hair. But then if you had hair, it makes sense to have a little more gray hair. Then they were quite receptive to taking feedback from a young lady leader who was quite straightforward in giving feedback. Of course, I didn't go to offend people, but all the time you can't be giving whitewash feedback. And for me, the values mattered more than having to go about roundabout way. And that's how I've been in my Toastmasters journey. And today, when I look back, I'm really very, very happy that I continue to be myself, because today people across the district and even outside, they tell me, okay, that lady, she is a no nonsense person. And I'm so glad that people associate me as a no nonsense person. And this is what I can do to my parents who brought me with such a moral value system. So in your journey, be it in Toastmasters or in your professional life, be yourself, because everybody else is taken. And I believe being ourselves is the most difficult thing. So it is okay to take good habits from people, but I don't think that we have to change the core system of being ourselves to become more successful or being more popular. All that is only temporary. And this is the biggest learning that I had in my Toastmasters journey. So today I'm really very, very happy to have shared these 5 lessons, because I've definitely had many other lessons which I would have learned even more the harder way. But when I reflect on my Toastmasters journey, I think these are the 5 lessons that has really helped me to climb up my leadership journey in a successful manner, both at work as well as in Toastmasters. So let me quickly summarize. The first lesson is learn to say yes, but after understanding the why of it. Learn to say yes, but after you get a convincing answer as to why you should say an yes. The second lesson, of course, is progress and consistency is more important, and perfection will definitely come along the way. Progress and consistency is more important, and definitely perfection will come along the way. The third lesson is measure your progress using your own ruler. What does not get quantified can never be improved. Measure your progress using your own ruler. The fourth lesson that I learned is have audacious goals and believe in yourself that you will be able to accomplish those goals. If goals are not being laughed at by people, then those goals cannot be even called as goals. So have audacious goals and believe that you will be able to overcome those goals and accomplish them. And of course, the last and the most favorite thing that I've learned in my Toastmasters journey is be yourself and create a brand for yourself that is unique, because everybody else is taken. I like to wind up the session by saying a favorite quote of mine by this DC comic character, Batman. I'm a huge fan of Batman. And this quote goes like this: all men have limits. They learn what those limits are and learn not to exceed them. I ignore mine. I'll repeat and I'll generalize it too. All men and women have limits. They learn what those limits are and they learn not to exceed those limits. I just ignore mine. So I think in Toastmasters, we always have a lot of positivity with us. So just forget all the limitations that we have, and I'm sure we'll be able to go ahead and get a better version of ourselves as a better speaker, as a better leader, and as a better person. And in that journey, let us also remember to be a little more empathetic towards the members who are around us and add a little more meaning in their transformational journey. So here's wishing you all the best and hope to see you all scaling greater heights. In case if we have any questions from the audience, I'll be very happy to take them up right now.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Yeah, ma'am, one question is like, how do you manage your professional life, personal life, and Toastmasters? Because like it has been sometimes bit hectic too. If you take any roles or get into anything, you get so occupied. And how you have been balancing it? Can you throw some lights on it? It would be much better for us.
Sure, very pertinent life. In fact, the year when I served as a district director, it was like holding two full-time jobs, a full-time job with TCS and a full-time job with Toastmasters. The only thing that I always keep reminding myself is don't bite more than you can chew. And even if you have bitten a little too much, see if you will be able to chew and push it in, but at what cost? So when we talk about audacious goals, when we talk about achieving big, thinking big, in life, the very famous Indra Nooyi, she says, you cannot have it all. So if you want something, you have to give up something. So take a call. Now, when we join Toastmasters, we are like full time. I want to become the better version of myself. So every club meeting that we get an invite to, we go. And then when we look back, we have already spent all our free time and weekends attending only Toastmasters meeting and getting the anger of our home people, right? So figure out what we can do, what are our limitations, and how much we can bite and chew. And if it's getting a little bit suffocated, it's okay to once in a while take a break. In fact, the bird eagle, right, who comes across as a very powerful bird, once the eagle feels that its wings are weak, it shuts itself down and it plucks out all the old wings. It waits for the new wings to grow and then comes back. So it's perfect that even if you're having very tough time juggling your work-life balance, write down what your goals are, write down what you can spend towards achieving those goals. And remember, we are human beings. It's perfectly okay to accept our limitations and move forward. So that's what this Toastmasters leadership journey has taught me. It's okay to be kind to ourselves when we are kind to others.
Awesome, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now it looks like the entire education session was in perfect sync with the theme of the day. And I'm sure many more questions are there amongst the people on board, but due to paucity of time and the limitation we have on the time, I would request, since our chat box option is perfectly working, please post your questions on your chat box and ma'am can always answer it, not immediately, even little later, so that the answers will be appropriately given to the right person. And I cannot end this session just like that because we were all enthralled, we were all sticking to the speaker, the words of wisdom, that too a practical version of the words of wisdom, which is required by every single Toastmaster. And that too happening in this particular month, believe me, it's awesome. It's something that was destined by the Almighty to have our speaker today at this particular juncture. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you is not the word. I know it is damn limited, but all of us on board, we were 30, believe me, it was a record break for a club when you started the session, 30 on board, and everyone was glued to you and to your ideas. Thank you so much. I should thank, I do not know who was instrumental. I should have known, but I do not. Probably it is, I don't know, Ramanujam or our own Dharma, who was instrumental in convincing you to bring you in. Thank you so much, man. Now, Toastmasters, I'm yet to get out of the shock of this 30 minutes of inflow of the most relevant information to all of us today. Nothing, not even a single word, single expression was irrelevant. I'm sure even Madam Toastmaster Varda from Dubai, who's heading a very powerful all-women's Toastmaster club in Dubai, I'm sure she also is in sync with my own idea and vision. Now it's time, without much ado, I want to bring in the TT Master. TT Master, a word of caution. Since we have limited time, straight away attack those non-role players and guests, of course, keeping the time limitation in mind. Over to Guruswami, our latest humorous speech winner. From nowhere, he became somebody. Toastmaster Guruswami.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. A very good morning, all the Toastmasters and guests. Welcome you all for the excellent session of every Toastmasters Club. It is a table topic session where we can improve our impromptu speaking skills. Today, I'm not going to give a topic. Instead, I brought some speeches which related to theme. I request all the non-role players and guests, please turn on your video. This is the indication that you are interested to speak. Our first speaker would be our very own Toastmaster. He is our treasurer of our club. Let me welcome Toastmaster Karthik Rani to attempt the first speech. Karthik Rani, Toastmaster Karthik Rani. Are you able to see the pictures?
Toastmaster Karthik Rayani, could you please respond?
I'm sorry for.
Yeah.
You are on mute.
Sorry for my inconvenience. As per this picture, we can show means a crow is wanted to drink a water from the, but because the water is at a low level, and due to the crow cannot put her head into the cup. She has an idea that she can pick the stone, and she can pick the nearby stones, so that the water will be rising up, so that the crow can drink the water. The crow can drink a water. That's the reason. That's the reason the picture shows. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik Rayani. Our second speaker, who has become member recently. Let's welcome Toastmaster Vinayaga Murthy. One second.
Hello.
Yeah, your picture is here. Are you able to see these pictures?
Yes, sir. Vinayaga. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning to all. Shall I start?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning to all. So this picture remembering me the title of the today, that is goal setting. So what everyone is willing to achieve is setting the goal and achieving the goal. So this picture clearly informing that, so the initial stage we may be missing our target. However, as madam said, the progress is important. Even though we have missed lot of arrows which is not hitting the goal, by continuous, I mean, as madam said, consistent and progress, so that will help us to hit the target one point of time. So that will happen because of our relentless effort. So that is what I could understand from this picture. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinayaka Murthy. Our third speaker would be our guest. He has been coming as guest since last month. Let's welcome Toastmaster Balaji. Toastmaster Balaji, are you there, sir? Okay. Let me welcome our another guest, Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah, it's good, sir.
Are you able to see this picture, Toastmaster Anand?
Yeah. Yes. Can I start?
Yeah.
Good morning, Toastmaster and guest. See, in life, we need to take risk at any given point of time. If we need to move ourselves to a greater extent, we need to move out of comfort zone. And when this happens, we need to think one thing first, which is like, if you think that success is the end point of your life or the achievement of your life, or you need to take that particular thing as a priority and work out on it, rather than trying to focus on happiness. I always believe that if you are happy and if you have been doing good, the positivity in you will definitely spread to others. And what happens is, like, when you have been into this mindset of spreading happiness and being happy and staying happy and trying to finding happiness within than outside, it will be too good for you in this COVID-19 situation. You start finding happiness in your home and in your family, and definitely you start working out on things better. And you will be start reading books and fighting with your wives and enjoying with your kids and so on. So one way or other, you will be better positioned next year, and you will be a better Toastmaster and better individual. Definitely you will be successful at the end of the day. So taking risk, it's something with caution, like going out with mask, and while reaching home, washing your hands and be safe. These are the calculated risks which you can take. And the same time, the calculated risk you need to have when you are conversing with your wife and spouse, so that you'll also enjoy a sweetness, and also you can enjoy a bit more, and you will be definitely reaching better heights one way or other. Hope Guruswami, you also agree with me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Our fourth speaker would be our guest, Samuel Andrew. Are you there? Samuel Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Let me share this picture.
Sir, can you see me, sir?
See the picture? Already shared. I have already shared.
Ah, yes, sir. I can see the picture, sir. Can I start, sir?
Sure. Thanks. Go ahead.
Sir, good morning, everyone, fellow guests and all Toastmasters. My name is Samuel Andrew. I'm studying in Loyola College. I see this picture in two perspectives. The first one, the positive perspective is everyone is joining hands to do something that is good. The next perspective is everyone needs to be together to do something good. So unity is our strength. Even as we take India as an example, it is a good example for unity. Everyone is living together with diversified languages, diversified culture, different dialects. Even within the states, there are many changes. Uh, even in growing crops, there are many differences. So the picture represents the unity of India, first of all. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Timer, can I call one more speaker or?
No, I think we are done.
Oh, okay.
So we are
That's
running
all.
out. Yep.
Okay, okay. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, TT Master, for restricting your area of playing due to paucity of time. And I would probably like to apologize to the other non-role players and the guests. Sorry, we could not accommodate you due to the paucity of time. Definitely, we will accommodate you in the forthcoming meetings. Thank you, Table Topics Master Guru Swami. And now I would request our host, Toastmaster Dharma, to carry on with the voting. I should have done it earlier for both the prepared speeches and the table topics session. Can we do that now?
Just I'm preparing the poll. Maybe once the evaluation is completed, we can have.
Fantastic. Then we will straight away barge into the evaluators. Let me hand over the proceedings to the general evaluator, and prior to that, I need to complete the circle of the theme. When we are talking about the goals, I'm going to make it very, very short. Please remember only the 5 areas of the goal setting. Personal, which includes your health. Personal, friends, career, household, and spiritual. I'm not going to talk much about it. Personal, which includes the health, and then the friend circle, career, household, and spiritual. With that, let me hand over the proceedings to the general evaluator. Ask. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, TMOD Toastmaster Guna. Now we'll get on to the evaluation segment. The first, there are a couple of speeches. The first speech was given by Toastmaster Swaroop, project level 4, project 1. This speech will be evaluated by our own senior Toastmaster, Toastmaster Gnanam sir. Gnanam sir, may I request you to give your feedback?
Good morning. I am audible in video.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yes. Congratulate my target speaker, Mr. Swaroop. He successfully finished his speech project 1 level 4. As a customary, we are all doing to grab the attention of the audience. We tell you the story. That too, sometimes the story is relevant or irrelevant. But my audience, my target speaker story is very much relevant to the subject. So blogging, the placing of blocks, okay, and then and explain of the role of the is problem of attaining the role of president when he was with the club. So it's a more relevant to the job of president is, I know, it is a placement of blocks. Sometimes we are putting the irrelevant place or irrelevant blocks. So as like me, okay, and explains the task role of club and categorically identified and self-motivation. And as like as Makabarda is telling one more story in story. Already story, started story, and one more story, Suresh and Ramesh story. And the Suresh and Ramesh story, he explained about what is the teamwork and what are the important ingredients to best scheme. What is the relaxation, positive attitude, empathy, and teamwork. It is very much explained at this suitable moment. And third one is explained is how we achieve success. Number one is running the competitions. I know how very task for running competitions and contests in the club. I know our experience last we conduct. So he successfully conduct and 16 members. He added 16 members in his club. It's very important, very excellent job he done. And so 60 members he added his job. And very much he is one punch dialogue. As like a Rajnikant, there is two punch dialogue. Number one is we did not expect work all from all members. Number one. Number two, his speeches do not expect everything from everybody. And delegating powers. There is one proverb in Tamil, Tiruvallur. இதனை இவனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்றாய்ந்து அவனை அவன் கண்டு. It's a delegation of powers. So he properly fix that delegation of powers. So he properly delegate his power and dive into the work he succeeds. So the same way he is also success in speech also. And there's a recommendations since it is a visual, I'm not any finding a bald and all that. Just my recommendation is icon is the same. You see that's கொஞ்சம் சிரிக்கலாம் கொஞ்சம் நடுவுல. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you all.
Awesome, sir.
Thank
Awesome,
you all.
sir. Very well done. Thank you so much, Jnanam sir. So the next speaker, our own VPE Education, Toastmaster Muttai Dharma. He has given level 1, project 2. He made us laugh, and this speech is be evaluated by our top gun Toastmaster Divya. Divya, could you please give your evaluation feedback?
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you for the introduction. Good morning, everyone again. My target speaker delivered his 11-1 project 2 speech. As a seeker, as a part of the audience, I felt the flash of short episodes running right in front of my eyes as he was narrating it. From the start, where he started in Mysore Express to his final destination of achieving his dreams. It was all running as a flash of episodes. The speech delivery was cut right bolt. There was no non-essential elements like complex or looped elements, or there was no point of suspense, as it was non-essential. It was cut right bolt, motivational, and captivating. So what I liked about the speech was humorous segments were scattered all over the speech. It was well embedded, and it was quite captivating as for the audience. And to say, it was very well aligned with the theme of the day, to set the goals, was motivational, and made the audience think at the end question. So the organization was unruffled. The speech organization was very unruffled, was motivational, humorous, as well as quite informative. And especially what I liked about this speech as an evaluator is you analyzed your speaking style. It was cool, collective, sturdy speaker. You analyzed that, and it was quite captivating. So in this beautiful speech, what what a few suggestions that I would like to make is, you were dashing to the next element. You were continuously flowing. You were quite unattended. The pace was quite sturdy. So the pace can be stopped with minor pauses and breaks. The vocal variety can be improved to indicate that there is a transition from one concept to another concept or one topic to another topic. Vocal varieties makes a signal. So vocal varieties can be included. And though engaging the speech delivery was, there was no starter element. There was no question or a fact or a quote at the beginning that was made as a starter element. So the overall speech was motivational and mesmerized, and the audience were mesmerized by your delivery. And to summarize, what I liked was it was simple, cut right, bold, humorous segments were added. It was motivational and informative, not informative, I'm sorry. It was motivational, unruffled, and you analyzed your speaking style. And few suggestions would be the pace can be paused at times, and vocal variety can be improved, and starter elements can be added to it. Congratulations, target speaker. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Awesome, awesome. I think I'm mistaken if I call you a young gun. You are not a gun. You are a cannon spitting out your arm. Excellent, very well done. So now we'll move on to the general evaluation part. My team who have been observing the proceedings for the last 2 hours. So may I request first grammarian Sagar to give his report as a grammarian.
Thank you, sir. Are you
Yeah,
able to hear me?
yeah, yes.
Thank you. And here is my report. And today there are many new words and sayings. And timer, please let me know if I am crossing my time limit.
Yeah, you can take 2 minutes. Please go ahead.
Thank you. And the good words are meticulous, zeal, hit you under the belt, living by the route of the destiny, tighten your seat belts, spell out, surface up, curtain raiser, enthralled, destined, juncture, instrumental. These are all told by Toastmaster Guna. And by ask, he said, anything in this world is created twice. Religiously, go into the back seat. Talk. And Sarup used one after the other, and you should have said patience instead of patience. And there is a suggestion. You need to say, you could have said draft an email instead of saying write an email. And Toastmaster Sugandhi has used the words like in the same shoes, scapegoat, baffled, ecstasy, and the sayings like challenges are meant to be overcome, learn to say yes and figure out why, progress is more than important than perfection. And Toastmaster Divya has used the words like embedded, unruffled, captivative, and mesmerized. And that's the end of my report. And thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster GE. Ask.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Next, may I request our counter, our own President Tamilarsi, to read out the report. Go ahead, madam.
Good. Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. And here goes my report. A big round of applause to Toastmaster KG Guna, DTM Toastmaster Sugandhi Periyasamy, and Toastmaster Baruch, because he had none of the R's or words or repetitive words speech. Those to all the three of you. And my report for the other speakers, Toastmaster Mutterma used big 3 times and 3 times, 4 times in a speech. Toastmaster Karthik Rayani, 3 R's and 4 arms. Toastmaster Anand, 2 hands. Toastmaster Divya are 2 times and 3 times. Toastmaster Jnanam 4 hours. Repetitive so for 4 times. And at 11 places, so around 5 times he had used and in his speech. A short report was none of them were used many of the repetitive words, and I'm very happy that they made what I told in the beginning. Thank you all the speakers, and over to the general evaluator.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Toastmaster Tamilarsi. Next, let me call upon the timer Toastmaster Jagdish, who was instrumental in bringing the curtains down to the to nearer to the time. Jagdish, over to you. You're on mute.
Thanks for that, Toastmaster ASK. So here is my report. So I have recorded from the start of the meeting. SAA has took 3 minutes, 20 seconds, and President has taken 7:40. And TMOD has taken 10 minutes 10 when beginning of the meeting, and TAC team have taken these timings, 3 minutes from ASK starting, and Jagdish has took 1 minute 58 seconds, Tamilarsi 1 minute 40 seconds, and Sagar 1 minute 50 seconds, and the President took guest introduction for 10 minutes 24 seconds. And coming to the speech session, so Toastmaster Swarup has taken 7 minutes 45 seconds, and Speaker 2, Mutaya Dharma, 6 minutes 35 seconds and 30 milliseconds, which made him qualified. An education session, Toastmaster Suganti Priyaswamy, 31 minutes and 58 seconds and 20 milliseconds. And coming to table topic session, we had 4 speakers today. And first, Toastmaster Karthik Rayani, he took 45 seconds, 44 milliseconds. And speaker 2, Toastmaster Vinayaga Murthy, 1 minute, 15 seconds, 59 milliseconds. He is qualified. And speaker 3, guest Toastmaster Anand, he took 2 minutes, 5 seconds and 10 milliseconds. And speaker 4, Toastmaster Samuel Andrew, 1 minute, 15 seconds and 20 milliseconds. And going to the evaluation session, Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Jnanam, he has took 3 minutes, 20 seconds and 40 milliseconds. And second evaluator, Toastmaster Divya, 3 minutes, 18 seconds and 18 milliseconds. And our tag team, Grammarian Toastmaster Sagar, has taken 1 minute, 25 seconds and 10 milliseconds. Our counter, Toastmaster Tamilarsi, 1 minute, 14 seconds and 14 milliseconds. And I have taken 2 minutes.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Jagdish. So he has already started implementing Toastmaster Suganti's advice that quantify, unless you measure, you can't monitor, you can't control. So even milliseconds he has captured, really great. Next, coming to the GE report. I'm not a great GE. I'm not critical in my evaluation, because the moment I start listening to some good advices or good speeches, I get lost and my pen stops writing. So one thing, very powerful context setting by TMOD Guna, the way you narrated the Harvard Business case, that really it was threatening, and it was a very profound message to each and every one, that unless you write your goals, review your goals, monitor, refine, you can't do anything with the white paper. You must have something filled up in your mind, as well as the same thing should be translated in the paper. Wonderful session. And Madam Toastmaster Suganti, GTM Suganti, the 5 Pancharatnas, really we all remember and resonate in our mind. And as somebody was mentioning, nothing was, very carefully given practical messages. Thank you so much. Very, very well done. Next, today what I observed is display of club property was excellent by SAA. And then another new thing is grammarian spelled the word of the day. That was awesome. And the new speaker, Vinayagamurthy, was able to connect with DTM Suganthi's evaluation speech. That is really awesome. He's a first time. What I could see, our evaluator, new evaluator like Divya used very powerful words like unruffled, and the flow was excellent. Next, right, and then Toastmaster Swaroop's very candid in his revelations of a Toastmaster journey. And Muttaya Dharma's speech was awesome, and it really end to end, it was very fun provoking and very entertaining. Right. And one great thing which I take back from my from DTM Suganthi's speech is, unless your goals are laughed at, they are not called goals. This is the first time I am listening. They're very good. And a couple of things that can be improved is some of the speakers were having bandwidth related problems, which we are all finding. Other one is, I don't know, everybody is using target speaker. Target speaker is used only in contests. So whether it is relevant here or not, I just don't know. I think that's it. It was a wonderful session, and we are going to close on time. We are not going to go 12:20, 12:30. That's one thing really happy. I'm handing back to the TMOD. Thank you so much.
You're in mute.
Sorry, you're mute. Mute.
Thank you, Toastmaster ASK. Let me quickly come to the concluding part of my team. When we talk about setting goals, writing goals, very simple way of connecting it to your real life. How many of you go to a supermarket without a shopping list, and then come back when you unload all these things, you see a lot of things which you were not really planning to buy. So when you make a shopping list, your purchase limits are to a greater extent kept on limit, right? So it is something like that related to it. And for the budding Toastmasters, especially the students, especially the engineering students from the rural area who are coming into Toastmasters after getting employed in the metros, one goal I want every one of you to set right from the day one today is to read a book. Take up a book which is completely different from your own profession or the job related books. Take one book and read per month. Finish a book that will help you. What we saw in our educational speakers session, eloquence, simple eloquence, and number of words per minute, the word count, both of them were quite awesome. And if you want to really improve on that, please start reading a book. We can even have a separate session, what kind of books you want to read. A lot of senior Toastmasters have so many books. You see Ask's background, there's a huge book store behind him. So you can always take the book, start reading the books. And on that very happy and positive note, thanking Ma'am Suganthi Periyaswamy once again on behalf of everyone here, let me hand over the proceedings to our President, Toastmaster Tamil Arasu.
Thanks so much to Master of the Day, to Master G. Guna. You really stilled the show. It was awesome job as you always do. I also kind of request Master of the Day to announce the results which Toastmaster Muttaya Dharma has been forwarding. Winners of today's session.
You want me to do that, Toastmaster President? Yeah, correct. It's in the chat box already because it was through the Google voting. Since the polling could not be done, there was some technical issue. All right. The best speaker. Who is the best speaker today? I'm not able to see.
So okay, best speakers, only one speaker has been qualified, so there is no voting for the.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, that is why I'm a bit confused. Okay, the best evaluator of the day. The award goes to Toastmaster Divya. The best table topic speaker of the day, the award goes to somebody who missed his own club and then came here to grab the prize because he was sure that he will not get a prize in Perambur. So it is Toastmaster Anand. And the tag team winner is Toastmaster Timer, Toastmaster Jagdish. Back to the president.
Thank you so much for this honoring Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Guna. And here is my honoring. I'm very happy to announce the best role player of today's session is Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster KG. Big round of applause, please.
Thank you. Thank you. At this particular juncture, I would like to express my unconditional apology to our educational speaker, because normally a great educational speaker, however great she is or he is, the QA session used to bring out the best from them. This is what I have seen in all my 15 years of Toastmastering. But today, we denied that opportunity, ma'am. Extremely sorry. We were ready with at least 6-7 questions, which would have revealed more on your wisdom and ideas. Apology for that. We will definitely have one more opportunity to hear you better.
No
Back to
worries,
the
as you
president.
mentioned, there's always another time. Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you. Back to president.
Thank you so much. And I think my job is always easily done by the Toastmaster of the Day and the General Evaluator. They apprise everyone and they've almost finished off the meeting. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, KG. And as he said, apologize.
Can I interrupt? Can I interrupt, please? Sorry.
Very well, sir.
We have Toastmaster Ramanujam on board, connecting all the way from a different country. And today he never had an interaction at all. And he knows our education speaker from the day one. So can I request the president to allot a minute for Toastmaster Ramanujam, please? President.
Definitely, sir, and don't know what's magic. What are the points I'm putting down? You or sir are bringing it up. So I need not know down, I think.
Sorry.
I request DTM Ramanujam to address DTM Sri Periyaswamy ma'am and give a few words about the meeting. We were also expecting you for the table topic, sir, but I'm really sorry due to the time constraint we couldn't have you. But here we have you with us, and please few words for you.
Tamil, actually, I thought Guna sir is going to pull me in his closing remarks. He was telling about the shopping list, right? So he was going to say the budding Toastmaster. I thought he was going to say about the budding bachelors who are going to go to the shop from in the future. I thought that he was just pulling me at that point of time. Thankfully, it was not me. Anyway, thank you for the opportunity now to speak for a few minutes. The purpose of the session, that why we did this session, was on various factors. Point number one, now being the renewal being started, so we wanted to give importance of how a Toastmaster journey of one individual, okay, who also started a career in a corporate and went on to use that Toastmasters experience in our corporate field, so that we, the Ambuthur Achievers Toastmasters Club members, can take a clue of it and start renewing their membership. That is point number one. Point number two, having whatever Ramanujam blabbers in Ambuthur Achievers Toastmasters meeting, you all silently take it, but there should be one powerful force to motivate you and encourage you. Okay, so that is why we choose Suganti Periyasamy. The reason of choosing Suganti Periyasamy is for another reason also. Since the start of inception of this club, the brain behind Periyanna or me is Suganti Periyasamy. So taking into account all the clue and all the activities, that is what is happening in the club, which she is aware, I thought that she will be the best bet. Having said so, with a great leadership experience with her in the beginning, taking the largest district in the world to number 2 or number 1, we thought that of expanding this educational session beyond District 120 or beyond Ambuthur Achievers Toastmasters Club. I'm so happy that we add guests from Jordan, that is District 105 Club Growth Director Rania. Then we add guests from Dubai, Balaji Bhushan, and also Varada ma'am. Then we also add guests from Oman. We also add guests from Hyderabad, Kerala. So I thought we as Toastmasters should not just look only for our 20 members, but just look on a bigger picture. So that was the reason behind this education session immediately after a power pack contest last week. So I think Mutaya, I opened the cat out of my bag that why this education session suddenly, and I hope the VP membership will be very happy to have the entire 20 renewals or 24 renewals by next Sunday. And I hope Dharma will be pressurized in having more educational slots for the members. Over to the president, and thank you, Guna sir. Maybe one chance I will get again to pull you in one day. Thank you.
That's a healthy competition. Thank you so much to Deep Ramajam sir. And I think it's time to end the meeting. So I thank each every Toastmasters guest who attended this wonderful meeting. And I hope you all had very good takeaway from the education session as well. Thank you so much each and every guest who participated in this meeting. Because I would to adjourn meeting number 91 of Ambattur US Toastmasters Club. And no worries, the Toastmaster Mutaya Dharma had taken the group picture when all of you turned on the camera. So we already have the group picture with us. So thank you everyone for attending this meeting, making this great meeting once again. Thanks so much.
But